dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Welcome everybody. I'm so glad that you could join us.
Hello everybody, welcome to our living room.
As you can see, we have spruced it up for Christmas. Katie is addicted to Christmas.
I am addicted to Christmas.
In love with everything Christmas, therefore our house always looks like a Christmas card by the time October rolls around.
That's true, I do start in October.
But we've got
Not with the decorations, just with listening to the music.
And yeah, so we are on behalf representing Lot 23. So hopefully I've got some of my students out there watching. I'm so bummed that we haven't been able to do our string orchestra, different classes, but this is our way of still staying connected with you guys and touching base. And we've got a really fun concert lined up. So
I know, I'm super excited.
And we'll also be previewing a lot of different instruments that we've talked about in my class, Discovering Music, and instruments that you guys have played in string orchestra. And we're going to be kicking things off today with dun dun dun.
Let me grab an instrument, speaking of.
Yeah, so we're going to start with a little bit of piano and violin. This is O Tannenbaum, one of my favorite arrangements. I'm going to need music. This is actually Vince Guaraldi. And if you guys, as I did, grew up listening to the Charlie Brown Christmas, then you'll recognize this immediately from that TV special. So hopefully it brings back some of those good memories to you guys as well. For my students out there, you'll notice that this is in a very nice, rich jazz style, but also I want you to focus on the tempo changes that we have. We have some cool shifts in there that make this a really interesting arrangement. So hope you enjoy O Tannenbaum.
And if you're not a student, we just hope you enjoy anyway.
Yeah, I know we're going to be having Beth Diamond is going to be joining in if you're there. Hey, Beth. So excited to see who all tunes in, and hope you enjoy it.
That one's so fun. I don't do much jazz violin, but this one's really fun.
Yeah, I mean.
So, for any students out there, the instruments that we just played, piano, you probably know. A piano has 88 keys, and it's in a repeating pattern, so...
In the musical alphabet, we only go A through G over
That's
and over
true.
and over again.
We would be academically illiterate if all we knew was music, because you only have to count to 4, and you only have to go to the letter G.
What?
So it's a good
No.
thing you took school, and not just music.
Well, the beautiful thing about language is you're able to communicate so clearly and let people know what you want or what you're thinking. In music, you're communicating what you feel. And a lot of times, like I've told my students, with music, the air is our canvas. Just like when you paint, you have a blank canvas, the silence as a musician, that's the canvas we paint on. So the stillness and the rest is a beautiful thing. And you don't want to just fill it up and clutter it with too much sound. It's about finding the holes and filling those blank areas. So we're going to switch things up. You probably can't see this very well,
You should show
but I'm going to be doing hammer dulcimer on this one. And so you all can see.
there.
So here is the hammer dulcimer.
This one's a big one. They make them
It's a
smaller.
little larger. Some have pedals, which really helps with the sustaining and stuff. It's an Appalachian instrument used in American folk music, though it has its roots in other cultures. We're going to be doing Okomo Komimani on today. Is that what we're doing on next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay. So hope you enjoy Okomo Komimani and listen in for the interesting new sounds of the dulcimer. I forgot to mention also, another cool thing about the dulcimer is that you may have noticed that midway through, all of a sudden it got a lot louder. So my hammers, I don't know if you can see this or not, they have two sides to them. One side is just plain wood
So this side is
that I'm
plain
playing
wood.
on, and it sounds like this. And then there's a felt
Other
side,
side.
and this sounds like
Felt.
this. So when I'm playing on the felt, there's a very soft, almost like harp kind of sound. And when I play with the wood, it's harsher, more metallic, like a guitar. And that's typically the sound that we're used to hearing with a dulcimer, because normally we're just playing on the wood. But the felt gives it a nice, soft harp kind of sound. Just perfect for that Christmas carol.
The other instrument we didn't introduce, it's kind of famous, so it doesn't really need an introduction, is the violin, which is what I've been playing. It is one of 4 members of the traditional string family. It's the smallest, which means that it plays the highest. We're actually going to show you 3 out of the 4 instruments of the string family tonight, and the next one we're going to be showing you
This will have bass, right? Are we
is
doing
bass. Now this isn't the traditional bass. The traditional bass does not look like this.
If we have anyone from the Spitfire Grill that we did at DramaWorks, if anyone from there is watching, you may recognize this specific instrument. This is what Katie played when we performed in the pit of the Spitfire Grill. And this is amazing because this is the double bass and it's got the same strings, same range, same sound, but it's an electric upright. So if you've seen a full-size double bass,
I can't carry it.
it would
It's
basically
bigger than
fill
me.
up the entire screen.
Like the
And
whole
so-
body of the bass goes to here, and then the neck goes up after that.
Yeah, and so obviously this is a lot less
I
space.
can carry this one.
And
This one's great.
I'll be attempting to do my best job of playing
You want
playing
to
it
scoot
and
the
singing.
dulcimer over so they
Okay.
can see it better. I named this Black Beauty. This is my Black Beauty. This is my baby.
You think we should do that?
I'll go back in there.
Okay, so this next one, you guys will probably recognize.
And sing along too.
It won't be
I
as
mean, probably won't sync up very well because of, internet.
and won't be quite as iconic as Burl Ives, But hope you enjoy Holly Jolly Christmas. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
So this is the Black Beauty, the electric double bass, and this, they don't usually play together. This is a ukulele, so we have the tiny instrument playing with the big instrument. The ukulele is in the guitar family, and you can explain a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so unlike the guitar, the ukulele only has 4 strings, but it makes it really easy to learn, really easy to play. And if you've played the guitar, you can just pick this thing up and jam on it because it's got basically the same tuning as the higher 4 strings of the guitar, with the exception that in this is a soprano, or I guess maybe it's a tenor. It's a soprano, so this is an octave higher, and so tuning is up a 4th, but all of the chord shapes are exactly the same. So if you know your chord shapes in guitar, you can usually just pick this up and jam with it. And it packs really tiny, so it's become really popular because you can bring it to the beach, show off with your girlfriend, that kind of thing. I didn't do that, but
no, you didn't play ukulele.
I showed off with the
This
guitar.
was my birthday present a couple years ago. The only other difference with guitar and ukulele is the strings. The strings on the ukulele are called nylon strings. They're much easier to play. They don't hurt your fingers nearly as much as the steel strings on a guitar. So ukulele is a great instrument to start out with because you can be playing a song in a couple hours.
Mhm.
Once you learn 4 chord shapes, you can be playing one of your favorite songs in about an hour or 2. So
Boom.
ukulele is
It's
a
true.
great instrument.
And also, one of our artists here teaches a ukulele class.
Yeah, one of our
Chris.
fellow artists, just in case you guys are new and don't really know about our program, we're called Lot 23. We are a program run by the Community Redevelopment Agency of West Palm Beach. And we live in a community of artists. There's 8 of us. And Chris Proano is one of our fellow artists. And he teaches ukulele and photography. He's a great guitarist and drummer as well.
And everyone here is amazing. We do visual arts, photography, painting, dancing, theater, everything. We're basically ready to start a reality TV show. So if somebody out there has a vision, wants to bring the network, get us famous, we're ready. We're all great people, good actors, kind of. Bruce has helped me with that. Beth has helped me with that. A lot of people watching probably have helped me with that. But yeah, we're ready for the press and everything. Bring it. We'll do it.
So yeah, there's a ton of great art coming out of this little program of ours. So you can stay tuned on our Facebook page, the Lot 23 Facebook page. We also have a YouTube channel where we post a lot of videos and things like that. I don't think we introduced ourselves. This is Joshua, this is my husband, and
Joshua.
I'm Katie. I'm his wife, obviously. And we are so excited that you're here, and we're super excited to be sharing just some Christmas cheer with you guys. This year's been tough, and we just want to give you guys a little slice of happiness tonight.
I was just thinking as we were singing the lyrics for, as I was singing, O Come, O Come Emmanuel, and the words, bid envy, strife, and quarrel cease, fill all the world with heaven's peace. And that's really what we're all wanting right now, because it's just a crazy, crazy, muddled, hectic time. And the fact that, hey, we're still human, we still need each other, we want to be connected, we want there to be unity, we want there to be that deep peace that's kind of unexplainable. And it's something that we usually start feeling around Christmas time because we get all these great memories. And so we hope that through this concert, you guys feel closer to us. Man, we wish you could be right here, really in our living room. And it kind of feels like it right now. I know I'm looking at a phone as I'm saying this, but I know that there's real live people behind it. This next tune is going to be on 2 string instruments this time. So it's time to introduce the cello.
The third and final member of the string family that we're introducing tonight. There's your chair.
Cello, like the violin, is 4 strings all tuned in fifths, except as you will
It's bigger.
soon hear, because it is so large, it is a lot deeper.
You get to sit while you play it. That's the perks of
Yeah.
being a cellist, is you always
Yeah.
get to sit down. when you play.
Violinists, whenever they perform solo, they always stand. I never have to. I performed a 50
He always
minute.
performs
Okay.
sitting down. He gets the laziest.
You might know me and my brothers as the Lubben brothers. Well, 3 of us got to perform at the Broward Center in March before all this craziness really started. And we played a 50-minute long concerto with the Symphony of the Americas. We were, it was Beethoven's triple concerto. And I was a cello solo.
He's a
Tom
triplet
was-
if you didn't know, so that's why it's ironic.
My brother
Triplets are
Tom-
doing triple concerto.
My brother Tom did violin, my brother Michael did piano. And Tom had to stand and play this incredibly difficult, one of the most difficult violin pieces out there, for 50 minutes, standing and playing this. I sat on basically a cello throne, because I had to
That's
be,
true.
because Tom's standing, they want to make the cello at an equal, standing, I guess.
They don't want him
And
to look like a midget sitting down on the ground
so,
with the violin is standing
I'm
up.
sitting on a nice plush padded chair, and
On a box.
on that chair is sitting on top this beautiful black podium, so that my head is still level with Tom's as he's standing.
Yeah, it's...
So if you're
cellists get
considering,
baby, they're the baby group out of the string family.
because we're superior, but we won't go there. Hope you enjoy this arrangement of I Wonder as I Wander. Let me just check.
It's not a true concert, classical concert, unless you hear the orchestra tune.
And maybe can you guys cough a little bit and like sneeze and
That's
stuff?
true.
That usually happens when we're
Always
tuning.
happens.
So
Just don't let your phone go off.
in your home, just start coughing and stuff. So my students will probably also notice that that was improvised, and so we did this for a Christmas party last night, and it was completely different.
It's a little bit different every time we play it.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Communicating though.
There was a couple
without
times
speaking.
I was going places and I'm like, I probably should have tried this before. But that's the beauty of live music. You guys are going to hear us mess up like we would never do in a recording, because in a recording, it sounds like we just nailed it, but you don't see the 5,927 and a half times that we tried it and messed it up and had to do it over again. And all my musician friends can vouch for that as well.
Honestly, I think recording is more difficult than live performance because you actually have to play it till you get it right. Every single note in tune all the time, all the way through. And the longer you record something that you're having trouble with, the more nervous I get, and it's harder for me to play it. So sometimes live is a little bit easier.
And so speaking to my performance friends out there, you understand there's a weird thrill that comes with performing live because you're taking a risk just stepping on stage. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. Something magical might happen, something horrible might happen, but in the end, that's the beauty of it.
At the same time.
And you're gonna mess up, but the audience, for one thing, a mess up for you probably doesn't look like a mess up to them. But the fact that when me, as I'm sitting there as an audience member, knowing that you're creating something that you're creating this night, and you're never gonna do it this way ever again, that's really a gift. So we can't wait for things to open up live again, because there's such a magical, beautiful thing that happens when you get actual live people playing for actual live people. And it's part of that risk and that the joy of creation that says you're worth it, and we want to give you something beautiful. Speaking of, hope you enjoy this beautiful arrangement I made. This is actually one that I wrote out, so this isn't improvised, but I hope you accidental. I hope you guys enjoy it. I did some really interesting harmonies. And you'll notice we do a lot of double stops, which is when in the string instruments, instead of me playing just this note, I play these together. Two strings at the same time, two notes, that's called a double stop, basically doing chords. You'll notice there's a number of times where we're doing 4 notes at the same time on just 2 instruments. And it's because we're harmonizing with chords together. And if there's string players out there, you know how many hours you can spend just tuning double stops. So.
It can make you go
insane. So don't judge us if maybe there's 1 or 2 notes that are.
Could you actually scoot
bit.
that way just a little bit? I don't want to get stabbed. The other thing, the dangers, the hazard of string playing is you actually have a weapon you can stab people with, so you have to be a little bit careful.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's do
The
it.
Christmas song.
was the Christmas song. And my husband arranged that and did a beautiful job. The other thing we want to point out about string instruments is there's multiple ways to play them if you didn't notice. Not just the double stops, but we have the bow, which has hairs on it that pulls the strings and makes the strings vibrate and have a really long, pretty sound. But you can actually pluck it, kind of like a guitar. That's called pizzicato. And you can do chords, or you can just do how I did in one portion of the song, one single note. Pluck it like that.
There's also tremolo. Used a lot in movies to create suspense and that kind of
That's
thing.
true.
Harmonics.
Show them the seagull effect.
Oh, yeah. This is what you learn in orchestra to annoy the conductor.
Can you hear the seagulls? Sounds kind of like whales.
Well, it's more like whales on the cello. On the violin, it's the seagulls.
I don't know how to do that. There you go. So do you want to explain what the seagull effect is? I mean, it sounds awesome.
Okay,
Neat
so
one, but
on string instruments, you have the harmonics, so the open strings. And then when you divide an open string perfectly in half without actually pressing down the string, you're dividing the string in half and creating a different note, which are the points where the string is joined.
So the
directly in
way
the
that a
middle.
string instrument works is you have your strings, which run along the whole thing. This, where the string touches the bridge right here, that's a point, 1 point. And then where the other end of the string touches the nut,
Yeah.
those are the 2 points. So if you divide the string in half, not pressing fully down, but just simply touching it, it
So-
creates a new note.
Which is the same pitch, just an octave higher. And then as we go further up, we create the different notes within the harmonic series. So I'm not actually pressing down the string, I'm just placing my finger over the harmonic. So from here, next note is. And different composers actually use harmonic glissandos for effect. Shostakovich does that in his cello sonata.
So each of those notes are contained within the one open
string,
note, one
yeah.
string. It has all of those notes in it. Now you don't always hear those notes because you just hear the main pitch. When you press all the way down, you're making one solid pitch that your ear hears.
All
So
this
the
is,
seagull effect
but anyway,
is harmonic.
all this is teaching you is that you need to come to my class because you can nerd out and it's super fun. And if you're not a musician, you should listen to music all the time and support your local musicians and then become a musician because it's worth it.
Or if you don't want to do that, you can just enjoy the seagull effect because it sounds like birds.
And it's next, we're going to go back to piano, right?
Piano and bass. This time I'm going to do the bass.
Yeah. So wait, how many instruments have we done so far? Let's see, we've got
Piano,
piano,
ukulele,
ukulele, dulcimer,
violin,
violin,
cello, bass. So we're at 6 so far, right?
Okay, yeah, we're going to be adding guitar in a minute.
And I think that's the last
Did
one.
we count ukulele?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're at 6 and then we'll end with 7. Let me set this down. This next song is about something we never get in Florida, but we all dream about and wish we had during Christmas.
Yeah.
White Christmas snow. I love the snow. I'm a Floridian. I was born in
So
Florida.
we played.
Always lived in Florida, but I wish that I could.
We played at
live in
Rosemary
snow.
Square on Saturday, and there was snow everywhere. They had like fake snow.
It was foam.
It was
but
actually it was kind
was
of
a nice effect.
awful because one of the snow cannons was right above where my brothers and I were performing, and it launched fake snow all over our equipment and instruments.
You had it covered. It was fine. It was fun.
All right. Anyway, enjoy White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the tree dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
White Christmas.
We still haven't watched that movie.
We haven't. We do need to put that on our Christmas movie list.
Okay, what was odd for a girl that loves everything Christmas? Katie just really isn't that much of a Christmas movie fan. So
Okay.
I had to drag her into watching Elf
I've-
last week.
I mean,
Drag her into it.
Mandalorian though. Like I've been into Star Wars recently, so I needed to watch The Mandalorian. So I have a valid excuse.
Whatever. What song is this?
Yes. Let's do
Okay, so it's time to pick up the guitar.
that. Our last instrument of the evening.
And again,
last new
thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for supporting Lot 23 and local artists during the pandemic. We know so many of you guys are hurting through this time, but we're not the only ones that want your support. We want to be there for you guys too. You know, let us know if there's a way that we can cheer you up this Christmas season. So many friends, so many people that we know, and we're sending our love out to, and we hope that you're enjoying this as much as we are, and that it really blesses you tonight. So,
We have one more song after this one.
one more song after this one. This is What
So it's not
Child
over just
Is
yet.
This?
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch our keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him love, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh, come peasant king to own him, the King of kings, salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrone him. Raise, raise up
right song. And if anyone can answer this in the comments in the live stream, my extreme pride in you. Okay, so here's the question. Who can tell me
I know.
the name of the resolution at the end? There's a special term for the way I resolved the ending. Do you know?
Musically,
Musically.
the harmony. To demonstrate the.
So I went, instead of going to the major, or to the minor like we've been doing the whole time, the Babe, Son of Mary. I went, Babe, the Son of Mary. And I went to the major, and there's a special name for that. And if anyone can tell me, I'll be extremely impressed.
I'll be very, very impressed. We'll give you like a virtual, like.
I was trying to think, like, what would I do? Like, if we were live, we would do something, but I don't know. I'll just thank
You'll just
you.
get like major brownie points. And
Huge
music
brownie
range
points.
Major
Huge,
brownie points.
huge respect for the
Okay.
end of your days. Okay. Okay, final song of the night. If our neighbors are watching who actually speak Spanish, do not be offended.
You gotta know which one we're doing if you
We're doing
use that
Feliz
saying.
Navidad. And I probably already said that wrong. And if Carol's watching, my sister-in-law, she will also know. But, which means you guys have to sing loud enough in your own room, in your own house, wherever you are, so that you drown us out, so you don't know if we say anything wrong, okay? But we do wish you guys a very, very Merry
We're
Christmas.
so glad that you tuned in, and we're just excited that we get to do this. We actually don't play together too often, so this has been really fun for us to be able to do together from our own house. Kind of just roll out of bed and be able to play music. But it's just really exciting to be able to invite you guys into our home in a small way and just be able to share some joy with you guys. We really love you. So we wish you a Merry Christmas, Latina style.
Okay, ready? Wait, I'm doing the wrong key, aren't I? No, that's right.
No, that was right.
Okay.
I just put the wrong chord.
Okay, you
Here we
freaked
go,
me out.
live performance. We messed up.
Oh, you freaked me out. I thought I was in the wrong key. Okay.
There we go. Now I got it.
Okay, cool. Take two. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Felicidad. I'll get it next time. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
We really do want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. We love you guys. God bless.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.